I'm one of the logistics coordinators this year.
And I'm Namrata Satish. I'm her honored co-chair.
Now we would like to introduce the president and the vice president of the Indian American Student Association, but most importantly, some of our best friends.
We'd like to invite onto stage Adnan Ahmed and Arsh Patel.
Hi everyone, is everyone having a good time tonight?
I don't think they heard you, Adnan.
Is everyone having a good time tonight? My name is Adnan Ahmed and I'm this year's IASA president.
And I'm Arsh Patel, this year's vice president. And we'd like to officially welcome all of you to IASA's 31st annual cultural show, Galyara! All the aunties and uncles are probably wondering, what are all these kids doing dancing and advancing on stage?
Well, the show is a big aspect of IASA and we're proud to put it on. But the Indian American Student Association is about 4 pillars trying to achieve a common goal of creating, sharing, and giving back to a community.
In addition to our cultural show pillar, we also have our community building, community service, and professional development pillars, which together, we as a board work on to promote over our term as board.
Many of us identify as American students hailing from different cities across the country and even the world. IASA allows us the opportunity to foster our parents' culture, something we all grew up with. Coming from my hometown, I have a very large South Asian community. I grew up with attending different holidays, traditional weddings, and I learned what my culture was. But growing up in America, I know what it means to be Indian American. Coming to college, IASA gives me the opportunity to extend my strong sense of identity to all my friends on campus. Despite being from cities like New York or Dubai, or for me, Chesterton, Indiana, IASA allows us to be together because we have this shared passion for culture. More specifically, our community building pillar puts on 3 to 5 events every year, like IASA Ignition, which allows students to connect with each other and other South Asian groups. And this year we broke our record with over 250 people attending.
In addition to our community building events, IASA also likes to emphasize community service. Our community service chairs work effortlessly throughout the year on one of our biggest events, Gandhi Day. Gandhi Day is an annual day of service in which our membership gives back to our local community. This year, we volunteered in Detroit and we gave back to renew an entire neighborhood. One of our other pillars, professional development, is a pillar that's very close to my heart. Our professional development chairs work hard to instill social justice values in our membership. In addition, they help our membership with their postgraduate goals.
Our 4 pillars, cultural show, community building, community service, and professional development, would be nothing without our marketing pillar, who help us promote these events. And also our secretary, who gears these events towards our charity, the Nisvartha Foundation. As you learned earlier, the Nisvartha Foundation raises money to help low-income students in India receive education, which is something that we take for granted.
IASA is so much more than what you see in this auditorium today. We have countless friends, people who we study with, and even roommates.
I know that the personal connections I've made in ISA will take beyond graduation, and that my time as president would not have been as memorable or enjoyable if I didn't have my best friends in this organization with me.
We'd like to take this time to thank our board and core and our friends and family for their endless support. In addition, we'd like to thank all of our membership who are sitting out there in balcony right now for their hard work and dedication.
So Arsh doesn't know about this part of the speech, but I also need to thank him. This year has been very stressful for me in terms of ISA, school, and my other organizations, and he's one of the only people on campus that knows how to cheer me up or feel unstressed. We've been best friends for 3 years. We've lived together for the past year. I don't know how next year I'm not going to be able to see him every single day. And for the people that know me, they know I don't like to admit this, but I'm actually going to miss him so much. Thank you.
I guess this means that I have to say something nice about Adnan too. Well, Adnan is probably one of the most passionate people I know. No matter what we're working on, Adnan always instills some of that passion into me. All those late nights of hard work, Adnan always finds a way to make the work seem less like work and more like something we actually enjoy doing. So thank you for being such a big part of my life, and I honestly can't imagine not having you in my life next year.
So back to our original speech. As we mentioned earlier, we have so many events throughout the year, which wouldn't be possible without our executive board, who we are so proud of, and they've grown so much as leaders this year.
So we'd like to take this time to introduce them onto stage to give them the recognition they deserve.
Please join me in welcoming back our logistics coordinators, Namrata Satish and Anjali Gandedi. Our treasurers, Sundar Kanan and Ritika Purohit.
Our secretary, Neha Bhatia. Our community building chair, Lakshman Malpuri.
Our professional development chairs, Isha Gupta and Josh Tharian.
Our community service chairs, Bharth Joshi and Juhi Patel. Our marketing chairs, Somit Inturi and Nenita Maganti.
And last but not least, our cultural show coordinators, Ria Barad and Roshni Kalbavi.
This is our 2014 ISA Executive Board.
Thank you so much for your time. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Every year during mass meeting, when after months of being separated over the summer, be the opportunity to reconnect and build that excitement once again. I can't imagine not having that in my life next year, but the memories that I do have of ISA, I'll cherish forever.
At Gandhi Day, as I was making my rounds, I was talking to one of the ladies who we were helping out, and she was just filled with joy and gratitude for all the help that we could do, and that just warmed my heart to see that our community could make a difference in a community in need.
Moving here before freshman year was scary. Did I feel alone? Yeah. Was I an oddball? Maybe. But whatever made me join ISA, I'm glad it did, because if it hadn't happened, I don't know how my 4 years here would have been.
I was on show corps my sophomore year, and we spent all of this time coming up with the logo and the name and the tagline, but it all came together when we were in Hill for final dress rehearsal the day before the show. Something that you work on just from your freshman to sophomore year, but it's so rewarding to see it shown to 4,000 people.
From my experience in classical to my experience in Bhangra, and even this year in Village, I just feel like I've developed such strong relationships that have really shaped the person who I am today.
During my freshman year of ISA, my dance and I had gotten very close. We danced together, we studied together, we ate together, and even went out together. One of my favorite moments was when we played Secret Santa freshman year. We all sat by the Christmas tree, opened gifts, wore ugly Christmas sweaters, and ate holiday treats.
As community building chair, one of the more important aspects is our freshman class. And the freshman class of 2018 for ISA has been nothing short of incredible. Their unbridled enthusiasm, as well as their love of the organization, have helped to make two of my events, ISA Ignition and Freshman Kickoff, both wonderful successes.
It's given me a new appreciation for dance, and I've discovered that I could dance through ISA, and ever since then I fell in love, and that's all I want to do from now on.
Just the opportunity to really, get to know different leadership styles and all the great mentors, like the board last year, this year's board, all the seniors I met my freshman year. Just really getting to know people and their outlook on life. It's probably been the most valuable experience I think.
As a sophomore on Community Service Corps, and we got all of Wayne State University and Michigan State University to come down to Ann Arbor and volunteer for Gandhi Day. It was the biggest Gandhi Day we've had so far, and it was just great having all of the ISAs combined and volunteering with friends.
At Salacia theme reveal, I guess it didn't feel real that we actually created an idea and were able to execute it until that moment. And I remember Namrata came up to me and we held hands and just watched it happen, and it was amazing.
If I could pinpoint one, I would say that my most favorite moments are the ones that have surprised me. So for instance, the surprise you feel when you find out your new dance, or the surprise you feel when you find out the show name and theme, or the surprise you feel when you go to Hill Auditorium and realize that you're dancing in front of 4,000 people.
I've come to understand that we share this common heritage, and that's something that shouldn't be avoided, something that should be cast under the rug. It's something that should be embraced, and it's a really great thing, and I encourage everyone to get involved in this sort of way.
The moment last semester where I said that I don't need to go home to Chicago as much because I have a family here waiting for me, and the moment I called Michigan home was probably one of the greatest experiences I felt, and I'm so grateful for ISA for that.
None of us have done these positions before, so we all ask each other for help and rely on each other. And I think that creates some really strong bonds, which is why at the end of every year it's really sad to see that board come to an end and have seniors graduate and leave you, because you do become a family.
ISA has really helped me grow as a person, and it makes me sad that I have to tell so much about what's my experiences and give up this part of my life. But I wish the best to everyone, and I can't wait to see where ISA is going to go in a couple of years.